Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Figure 4 Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, there have been a number of amazing returns in the wrestling industry. We've seen John Cena return from a million different injuries. We've had Brock Lesnar come back from the UFC. And now, it's the Wrestle Quiz!
Yay!
Yes, with literally people here. First, in front of me, he is a DJ, producer, and possibly a male catwalk model who once accused me of bullying him into watching wrestling. He is now here on wrestling's premiere podcast. It's the Killer Carl Brand!
Good, hello. That's actually true. I lost contact with wrestling, and you bullied me from a radio show we did in Milton Keynes.
I didn't bully you, but you also came up with Brand's Warfare.
I did.
Could you give me any tips for hosting today's quiz?
No.
Okay, good.
I don't want you to ruin my style.
I've got actual content here. I don't let other people come up with the content. To my left, he is one half of the UK's best wrestling commentary team. He recently announced his own TV show on the Fight Network. He is the mastermind, Ollie Spring.
My own little 2-minute section of a TV show on Fight, but yeah, let's stick with that.
Well, tell us about that. When do we get to see you on screen?
Debuting on the 18th of February, I think it is. Let me just double check. Yeah.
So you don't even know when you're debuting on TV.
18th of February will be the full replay of GOA's 4th anniversary show. I'm hoping my little segment's going to pop up then, but if not, it'll be the following week.
So we were supposed to have Tej as the third contestant.
Yeah, he's like an hour late for the podcast.
So instead, we've got, like Rey Mysterio at the Royal Rumble, we've got a surprise entrant.
Hey!
I'm going to read Tej's intro, and we'll just work with it.
And he can listen back and cry over what you missed.
Tej is the Shawn Michaels of wrestling's best commentary team. Except after much debate, we've changed that to Marty Jannetty. He is here to shamelessly promote his podcast, The Finger Pod of Doom, and to apply for sole custody of Ollie the Mastermind Spring at weekends. Instead of Tej, it is King Leo.
Hey!
I've got a question here. What's it like working with Ollie on commentary?
If you were Tej. We've never done commentary, have we? Khan has.
Yes, Khan has done commentary
Sorry
with
to
you.
interrupt, Ollie. I'm talking to King Leo, it's not about you. What's it like carrying Ollie to commentary breaks?
Again, I can't answer any of these questions.
Is there anything you want to promote?
You're not in custody. You haven't been arrested. No comment.
I want my lawyer present before I answer any more of your questions. What do I call you? King? Leo?
Lewis.
Lewis. Okay, Lewis. We have 5 rounds. As with all of my quizzes, there are prizes.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay. Yay.
Yay.
Yay.
So, stolen straight from Kurt Angle, the first place winner gets a real chocolate gold medal.
Wow.
Made with real chocolate.
I'm pretty sure that's bigger than Kurt's medals.
What, I beg your pardon?
It's a bigger one.
Not really looked at him in that way.
Scott, you have just shown me one that was bigger than Kurt's.
Well, wait, there's more. If you come in second place,
That is just the tip. Da-da.
there is a silver medal for second place.
I like it.
And in last place, you go home completely empty-handed.
Oh.
0, nothing, zilch, filled with shame. Right, so
It's going to be me regardless.
there are 5 rounds. There are spot questions, which I will ask you ad hoc. First person to answer the spot question gets 5 points. That simple. I also have in front of me 3 envelopes. Now, Ollie has accused me on numerous occasions of cheating when I hand out these envelopes. So Ollie, who would you like to pick the envelope first?
As in, who
do you... Well, sorry, you pick. Dish out the envelopes, Ollie.
Okay.
You're in charge.
Oh, I
this
see
is all
what
your
we've got.
fault.
This is like Bullet Club stuff. Cody, Matt, or Nick. I'll be Cody, I think.
You're going to be Cody. Right, keep that in front of you. Don't open them.
We have a Matt and a Nick.
Go for it, King.
I'm screwed.
You're not opening this to round 5.
Till round 5, okay.
Well, I'm doing it now because Ollie always accuses me of cheating.
That is true.
And we all watched him pick. He picked to be Cody.
Oh fuck!
I mean, that could have been a
you
subliminal thing.
You manipulated me into it. Let me pick the guy that's in charge. Can I swap?
Do you guys want to swap with him? Or am I double bluffing?
I think you're treble bluffing.
I tell you what, when we get to round 5 and we need the envelopes, I will give you the chance to swap.
Oh,
When
I think
you-
I've just because
thought about it.
Because if that's what you've done, I think you deserve the credit to. If you've literally just backed me into that corner and used psychological warfare.
And he's a psychologist. Well done, Scott.
You deserve to win that. You deserve to win that. I'm going to hold on to it.
Cool, right. Round 1, as always, is the intros round. As we all know, I like to do it slightly differently. So I'm just hiding the titles from Lewis. There are 5 songs. Of these 5 songs, they are made up of a famous music song and somebody's intro music, seamlessly merged together. First person to answer gets the points. There is 1 point available if you get the name of the band or the name of the wrestler. There are 5 points if you get both. But once you've buzzed in, you cannot buzz in again.
Oh, so, okay, yeah.
So if you buzz in and say a wrestler's name, you can't buzz in again, which means someone else can get 5 points. Does that make sense?
So you want the wrestler and the band, or do you want the song as well?
I want the wrestler and the band.
Wrestler and the band.
Wrestler and the band. Because if we didn't have rules, where would we be?
Precisely.
Nobody has a spot question? Anyone?
So what?
Correct answer was ECW, no points to get. If we had too many rules, where would we be?
Well played.
If we have too many rules, where would we be?
Okay. I now
ECW.
I now understand
No.
the sports question.
Too many.
Too many rules, where would we be?
I have no idea what's going on.
The PG era, right, done.
Okay.
On to round 1. Here we go, this is our first one.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Shout out your name when you've got the answer, or part of the answer. Is that you?
That was me buzzing in.
Buzzing in. Pause. Oh no, pausing. Mr. Brand.
I was about to say, is it Slipknot, but it's not Slipknot, is it?
It's not Slipknot, you now cannot
Yeah.
answer the question.
King.
Lewis
Wrestler's James Ellsworth.
is correct.
Fuck.
Obviously, the song's Bodies Hit the Floor.
What's the artist?
Can I steal a point?
You can shut up for a second. I'm going to give Lewis 5 more seconds. Then Ollie Hatch can basically buzz in. 4, 3, 2,
No idea.
1.
Ollie, the band is Drowning Pool.
And the wrestler
I
is
did not know. Well, apparently James Ellsworth. But
5 points to
I
Ollie.
can't take the point for that. That's
You
Lewis.
can. This is
Can I?
this is
Okay.
how I'm scoring it.
Okay.
Completely unfair.
Sorry, Lewis.
I like warfare.
Minus 5 points for Kai.
Oh, how dare you? Right. Right, ready? This is song number 2. Is that you buzzing in?
Yeah.
Oh, Lewis, straight in there. Straight in there.
Bailey's theme tune. So,
Yep.
Wrestler's Bailey, and the song is Sometimes.
And the artist, which is what we need,
Is Flow Rider.
is
Damn it.
correct for 5 points. That was very, very good. Do you want to hear a bit more of that? You only got 10 seconds.
Who did the original Good Feeling?
No idea. Oh, you're keeping your own score. Huh?
I'm out of work.
Right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
I think Ollie might get this one. This is known for one of the longest intros ever in the world.
Oh, I see.
And I'm basically filling because it's quite a long intro.
Do you get half a point for getting them after
If you get the band now, you get 1 point. Who's the band?
Metallica?
You've just got 1 point. Does anyone want to hazard a guess at the wrestler?
Ollie, is it Sandman?
No, you've just obscured yourself from the whole question. Lewis, would you like to hear it and wait for the wrestler's theme to kick in? It's very wise.
Any minute now. Any minute now.
I did say it's a long intro. I was going to recap the scores, but you buzzed in.
I hear something in like underneath it.
There isn't yet. No. Wait for it.
Big Bret Hart.
Bret Hart is correct for another 5 points, Lewis. Well done.
Isn't that just 1 point? I didn't get the band.
Oh no, who's the band?
I said it.
Yeah, but I said if you get both, you get 5
I can't
points.
remember what you said.
Oh, you get 1 point then. Roger. It was Metallica.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Right. Let's get on to number 4. Now I think this one's quite hard.
I say he's so sweet. Come on,
Fuck.
I can't tell if you're like
Achieving orgasm or buzzing. Go on,
I
then.
don't know why, but I want to say Naomi.
Okay.
No, and it's not. Thank you. And
Thanks for being quizmaster there, Ollie. Minus
the
1.
band is going to be I Am Shit, but I just play with a computer.
I'm tempted to give you a point for that, but it's wrong. Straight in.
Isn't the song Lollipop by Little Wayne?
It might be. It is. Go on. Who's it mixed with?
Yeah, I don't know what the other one is.
Okay.
I can't recognise
Gets
the
1 point.
wrestler's theme
Which means
song.
it's down to Ollie for the wrestler's theme. I'll give you a clue. It's a female wrestler, which means you probably not paid attention to any of the music.
It's an NXT wrestler.
You are correct.
I just can't think of who it is.
I'm not giving you any clues, mate.
Which means it was. Is it Billy Kay or
Is it
Peyton
Billy?
Royce?
I'm asking the questions. Which one is it?
Okay, iconic duo.
It's wrong. It's Peyton Royce. No points to you there.
Nil fire.
Right, which means we have one more song in round 1. Are we ready?
Well with this.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
I am the new
Is that?
world champion.
Oh, sorry. Here's a song. This is my favourite.
Oh, Ollie.
Ollie?
Is that Queen and AJ Styles? We Will Rock You. Queen.
It is correct. It's
Yeah.
Queen and AJ Styles. Do you want to hear more
got
than 5
AJ.
seconds
You
worth?
can do.
I got AJ, I didn't get the
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah.
Well played.
I don't want. No. It's just that kick. The start of We Will Rock You is very.
Good, innit? I quite like this one. So, the scores. After round 1, Ollie's put his hood up. We have in the lead the Mastermind Ollie Spring with 10 points.
Wow.
Coming second with the silver gold medal, it's Lewis with 8. And coming last with 1 point, it's Mr. Carl Brand.
Cool, I got beer in the car.
When you've got beer, you're already a winner. So, round 2. And what could possibly round 2 be about? It's about firsts.
Of course.
So, there are numerous points for each question. I'll tell you how many points are available. You're going to write down the answers. We'll go over them at the end. Make sense?
Yeah.
No,
No.
just carry on.
You got 1 point anyway, so you might as well
Is
give up.
this another 5 questions?
5 questions, round 2. So, question 1. Who was the first person eliminated in the Women's Royal Rumble, and who eliminated her? 2 points available.
I have no idea.
I feel like I know the answers to this.
You should know the answer to this. Question 2. Who was the first black woman to appear at Wrestle Kingdom?
God.
I watched my first Wrestle Kingdom like 2 weeks ago.
I
3
only
weeks ago.
I only got into New Japan over the last like 7 months. So
How long you know Tim?
Well,
7 months.
I'm going to help you out a little
3 years.
bit.
Okay.
It was this year's Wrestle Kingdom, so you
is
now
it?
have no
Oh
excuses.
shit!
Question 3.
Oh wait.
Who is the first ever inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame? And Lewis, I'm going to possibly just put my hand here because Ollie's sitting across from you, and he has a
Who was the first inductee in the Hall of Fame?
Sorry.
Yes, ever. Who was the first person ever inducted into WWE Hall of Fame?
Me.
Yeah.
It was me all along, Austin.
Question 4. Who was the first wrestler with entrance music, and what was it? 2 points available. Just in case you can hear this background noise, they are setting up a ring behind us at the moment. There is a bonus question for 5 points. This isn't part of the round, but bonus question 5 points. Who is better known for using that entrance music? Mr. Brand has jotted down some
I
answers.
think I'm wrong.
We'll find out when we get to the answers. Question 5. Who was the first person to pin The Undertaker in WWE? Say it once more. To pin The Undertaker in WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, much like Rey Mysterio at the Royal Rumble, we have a surprise entrant. It is, in fact, Tej.
Hello. That was not 10 minutes.
No, that wasn't. It really wasn't.
Terribly sorry.
You are now. Lewis has kindly taken your place.
He's a good replacement.
Tag team.
Well, it's a tag team, but we have an introduction for you.
Okay.
So the listeners know who you are.
Please do.
Out of 3.
He is the Marty Jannetty of wrestling's best commentary team, and is here to shamelessly promote his Finger Pod of Doom podcast and to apply for sole custody of Mr. Ollie Spring.
During the weekends.
Tej, welcome to the show.
Am I allowed to swear on this show?
Fuck no.
Fuck you, Ollie! Because I know where the Mighty Jannetty came
I
from.
have nothing to do with that. This is all Scott.
So I can have them on the weekends.
You can have on weekends.
Supervised.
If you win.
versus
If you win.
unsupervised.
Yeah.
If I win.
In fairness, you can have him if you lose.
Oh,
We don't want him. We can just take it.
That's totally fair.
So just to update you on the scores, Lewis, who has been kindly taking your place, is coming in second with 8 points.
No.
Ollie's coming in first with 10 points, which is why he claimed that he was the Shawn Michaels of your team. And Kai Brand has 1 point. So you have a good chance of winning this.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I beat him at Top Trumps. I'm sure I could beat him at this.
Right, we've just had all the questions. Going to quickly run through them. So pens down for the 2 people who have pens still.
I'm just gonna.
Ollie's still writing down answers.
I know that's not right, but I'll put it in.
Right, so question 1. In fact, I'm going to just ask these to Tej, see if he knows. Who was the first elimination in the Women's Royal Rumble, and who eliminated her? Anybody else? Jump in if you
I
want.
thought it was Nia Jax.
No,
No.
I've put Tamina.
no,
I put Bailey.
no,
Lana.
no.
Maybe had a well short.
Correct answer was the first person eliminated was Mandy Rose.
Oh,
And she was eliminated by...
I put Lita.
Is correct.
I put
for 1
Lita as
point.
well, look right there.
Fuck off! That's not how you spell Lita.
How did you spell Lita?
Lita.
He has spelt it right.
Oh,
No, it's just
Right.
It's audio. They can't see what you wrote.
It's got a Z, a Q.
that's not Lita. That's a penis.
Question 2. And this was the one everyone was complaining about, and then they realised that they should know. Who was the first black woman at Wrestle Kingdom ever?
Oh.
Brandy Rhodes.
Is correct.
Yes.
1 point.
Yeah.
Did you get that, Kai?
No.
Only because we watched that.
Did Ollie? Did you get that because you were copying Lewis?
No, I got that because you said it was this year, and I watched this year's Wrestle Kingdom.
Giving him
that was my
clues.
first ever Wrestle Kingdom.
You're welcome.
Yes. 1 point. 1 point by proxy.
Is the first ever entrant in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
I got it. That was a guess.
Vince's dad.
Vince's dad. Nepotism at its finest.
But now you say that. Oh yeah. That
Vince's
makes
dad
sense.
was Vince.
Yeah. But also it's been.
Senior.
Who was the first wrestler with entrance music, and what music was it?
Was it Freddie Blassie?
I've put Junkyard Dog, but then you said who else was famous for using it.
You're both wrong.
So I think it's a person that first.
Is it
used...
a UK based?
No.
No.
It's not okay.
I think it was someone that used Hulk Hogan's music before Hulk Hogan.
No.
Was this US territory?
It is US territory. It was Gorgeous George.
Oh.
And he used Pomp and Circumstance. So the bonus point. Who is better known for using that entrance music?
Oh, yeah.
Is correct, but have you written it down?
No, I haven't.
No.
I put Bobby Charlton.
Steph McMahon's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, I am influencing you too much.
Straight in.
Well,
Straight in.
He denied that before he died.
And you can hear more little diatribes like that on the Finger Pod of Doom.
Oh god, you're the new
Shameless plug. Had you been here at the start, the question was, tell us about the Finger Pod of Doom, but nobody said anything.
It's I'll summarise it in 10 seconds. It's a giant shitpost. It's literally just sit down and let people who are stressed
You're
out
not
with this
listening
riff.
to all of them, Scott.
Not listen to all of them, no.
It's not just one of them.
I'm letting him promote his stuff. Right, question 5. Who was the first person to pin The Undertaker in WWE?
I think I'm wrong. I put Kane, but I know that's wrong. It's got to be wrong. There's no way he went unpinned for that long.
I went Mankind.
No.
I think it was.
See, I wanted to go classic and say someone right back in the era.
Go classic. I would say go classic. I'm going to give you a little
Hogan,
hint.
Yeah, but I didn't really.
Oh fuck! Was it Hogan at Tuesday Night in Texas?
No.
Was it Rick?
Giant
Very
Gonzalez.
specific.
No.
Giant Gonzalez?
It was Tito Santana.
Really?
No.
I don't want these to be too easy. You've got to have good stats and statistics for a mastermind.
I mean, only one of us has a gimmick called the Mastermind,
Exactly.
so really, no one's at a loss here except him.
Yeah.
There's a guy at the table that calls himself a king. He must be well up his ass. Who's that?
Right, so should we have a quick update of the scores?
Oh man.
We have Lewis and Tej. If you can come up with a tag team name for the end of the next
King
round.
J.
Anyway,
Shut up, Ollie.
T King.
can I just say, I said Lewis and Tej, not Ollie Interrupt. Lewis and Tej, you are currently on 10 points.
Finger pod of Lou. There you go. Done.
Oh.
I'm paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Finger pod of Lou.
L-E-W.
Oh, Lou. Lou works too. No, Lou.
Hi.
No, Lou.
Guy Brand, you are on 2 points.
I got 2.
You're
I'm
on 2
Luke
points.
now, apparently.
You got 2?
Yeah, I got Lita there. I got 2 altogether.
Okay, we're not doing too bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
we're-
Totally
yeah,
2
yeah.
points.
I think we're about to get
Ollie
paid.
Spring,
Well in the first one.
you are on 13 points
Hi,
and in the
Tim.
lead.
Hi, Liam. It's Tim Lee.
I was worried sick. I was like, where's Lewis? I set up a hashtag and everything.
He's now known as the finger
I
pod of
told
Lou.
anyone who found it to whistle and shout Nickers left.
Right, now normally I have an audio round for round 3, and as I didn't have a lot of time to do it, I'm going to do an impressions round instead.
Oh wow.
Oh, lovely.
There are 3 points available for each one. First person to shout their name
Ah, okay.
can give me the answer, and once you're in, that's it. You're done. You ready for my what can only be described as spot-on impressions?
Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna go for that.
Axel Jim Duggan.
Jim Duggan is right. I did say shout out your own name, not the answer.
Right.
Unless
Clearly didn't listen to that bit.
Teach was having an out-of-body experience and he thought he was Axel Jim Duggan.
I imagined a 2x4 in my hand and had to
In
grab it.
fairness, he was so excited. It was like, right. Next one.
Kyle, Hulk Hogan.
No. Funky like a monkey. Ooh,
Ollie! Randy Savage.
It is. I was tempted to do a Randy Savage round again, but I thought that was too
A Roundy
easy.
Savage.
A roundy
Get out.
Savage. Question 3.
Will it be Savage Roundy?
Hey yo,
Ollie!
Teach.
Yeah.
Scott Hall. Razor Ramon.
I will give you 3 points.
Surely it's Gaz.
He's far too stoned right now.
Question 4, I think. Yep,
Ollie! Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
is correct. No one's got missed out against spot on at the moment.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Right. Yep. You're such a dick. And number 5. Yes!
Lewis Jude.
Lewis, go for it.
Daniel Bryan.
Is correct.
You're earning your dog treats tonight, son.
So,
He got strangely excited by that.
he did get very good.
Let's go now. Let's go now.
Right, let's have a quick update on scores after round 3.
Stupid game.
In the lead. In the lead, we have Mr. Mastermind Ollie Spring on 22 points.
Fuck you, Ollie.
Coming second with a massive 16, it's Lewis and Tej.
Most important number.
And runner up last is Mr. Kyle Brand with 2 points. Right. So far, we've seen a lot of new action in January. I don't know what they're laughing at.
I don't get the reference.
16 is an important number.
Oh, right.
I get it now.
Where's the penny dropping?
You know, you're allowed to have practice matches at 16, but you can't review the footage until you're 21.
I think it's 18.
Well, no, was that
isn't
18?
it?
Was that 18? Yeah.
Ollie clearly not knowing the law.
But you don't succeed.
Right, round 4. We've actually got some tough questions. These are ones you're going to have to write the answer down.
It's Brett!
We're being heckled by people at the window here.
That's the best hair in
It's
Essex,
beautiful
right?
wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Round 4. What is Vincent Kennedy McMahon bringing back in 2020? And I'll give you a clue. He's not bringing sexy back.
You got it?
Has he got? I've covered up your answers. I'm just saying. Ollie's obviously
Anyone that reads the Figure 4 Radio Facebook page will know this. Hi, Pew.
Okay.
Oh, you're not recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Hey, everyone.
Hey! It's hashtag Chris Pew.
Hello.
Go for a handshake, but no, I'll just ruffle his hair.
You know, I've got to put a suit on and look nice later, and you've just kind of destroyed my hair.
It's alright, I've got some gel.
I thought you were going to say.
I don't want to put
Are
gel
you going to
on.
join their team that's slowly getting bigger?
Do you know much wrestling trivia?
Depending on what you're on about.
Well, it's wrestling
wrestling
trivia.
Are we actually like?
It's actual wrestling
Go
trivia.
on, let's go.
quiz.
Go on then.
Okay, but you got to
write down the answers.
So just a yes or a no.
Right.
Alright, okay.
Question 2, round 4. Who was kicked out of the Bullet Club in January of this year? TJ's very keen on his Japanese
New Japan
wrestling.
Mark.
He loves his New Japan.
I'm gonna like stay out of that one because
He's gonna slow-
I know in and out of that story.
Slowly walk backwards as if he would.
Question 3. In January of this year, NXT filmed at Center Stage. But what is the significance of this location?
Yeah. See, look, free
I read this.
justice.
Oh, and I'm going to give you a little hint. He's got it right as well. So the team of 3 people is suddenly getting answers in it.
It's the
And
thing of
Ollie
Q of Blue.
Spring is very, very annoyed.
Well played.
Question 4. We all saw the Raw 25 anniversary show, or at least I hope you did.
Nope.
What is IcoPro? You're loving these questions, aren't you?
Oh,
Isn't it?
Question 5.
I'm not going to write an answer down for that one because I know, I think I know it, but
Write it down. I'll tell you if it's right or not. Hang on.
it's like the
You're right so far, right so far? Yeah. Near enough. I know. what
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's amazing. The team with more people in it seems to be getting these difficult questions.
But it's amazing that the third guy that came along is getting them.
We're going to be first place.
Fuck off, crew.
All right.
Who is the longest reigning women's champion?
You got that one.
As in,
And for a bonus
as
question,
in that's very broad.
Wait.
Raw women's champion.
Wait.
Raw women's champion.
I didn't hear you say Raw.
Who is the longest reigning Raw women's champion?
Single reign or combined?
Single reign.
Caesar.
And who is number 2?
Would that be?
That is the end of round 4. Have we all got answers?
Ah, shit. Hang on, yeah.
And then the bonus is to who's the
How many
second, I guess.
questions is in that round?
5.
5. The bonus question, you get 5 points if you get
Yeah.
it right.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I've popped it up and I've missed out.
Right, so question 1. What is Vince McMahon bringing back in 2020?
Steroid use.
Wait. Chris Benoit.
Sable. No.
The XFL.
XFL is correct. Did everyone get XFL?
Yeah.
Good. Who was kicked out of the Bullet Club in January of this year?
Omega.
Fish.
No
That
one.
sounded slightly racist, but it was the correct answer.
No, it's not because they haven't actually officially.
Shut up, you. Get out.
They have not actually said yet. that he
Hashtag
has been
shut
kicked.
up.
That's what we call a storyline.
Cody has said he's kicked him out.
Yeah, they're having a super
Cody
card
has
of...
been-
Okay, so who's facing with a super card of honor? Oh, it's Cody.
For Bullet Club. It's the Civil War of Bullet Club.
I make the rules, and if you're going to argue, then I'll take points off your team. Did everybody get Kenny Omega?
Yes.
Yes. It's a brand.
Yeah.
You've only got Kenny Omega. You've seen like 4 New Japan matches
Right.
in your life.
I'm
I know,
going
but-
to
I know,
hold
but
fire
it's out.
before asking Team Tej, I'm now calling them, to see if these other guys got it. In January this year, NXT filmed at Center Stage. What company used to film
That's
there?
what I fucked up. Okay.
Why is it significant what company used to film there? Go on, Ollie.
Is it TNA?
Was not TNA.
Disney. I don't know what we're on about.
Disney was actually surprisingly close.
Oh,
Correct
can't
answer is Mr. Lewis.
WCW Saturday night.
Of course.
Is correct. A token Carl Brand WCW question.
Yes, alright. Fuck up.
Question 4, and I'm going to go to you two again and come to Team Teach last. What is IcoPro?
I put a brand of sports drink.
Not close enough.
I put Slim Jims.
Is it
Remember
like
Macho
an-
Man.
is
Not,
it like-
not close enough.
Is it an isotonic drink? or
No,
something
it's
like that?
IcoPro Vince's muscle.
It's the
It's
Vince is like muscle.
it's Vince McMahon's supplement range.
I almost wrote down steroids. But
That would have been
that would have been correct.
Question 5, who is the longest Raw Women's Champion?
Alexa.
Oh, and Team T just grown by another person.
Chase Williams is jumping on the bandwagon now.
This is good. This is real good. Hi, buddy. Hi.
It's been a long time.
Chase Williams just joined Team Kai, apparently.
It's a one-on-one.
Ollie, no,
It's like a double handicap match.
Trivia.
It's a double handicap
What's going on?
Trivia. It's a trivia quiz for the
I've got
podcast.
shit to do. I've got a show to plan.
Oh, why are you here?
I came to say hello. That's literally it.
Such a good host.
Is there anything you want to promote while you're here?
Yes, sir.
Second Vice Pro lights out March 4th.
Anything I want to promote?
Yeah, why not?
First
Smash show. Was that
Chase
no, she's coming in
Williams.
that
Is it?
Yeah, but this is going out after that.
Alright, it's fun.
It's like 3 weeks today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So
What are you on about?
when's the Stuart Speed show?
25th
Oh,
of
shouldn't have
March.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. Yeah.
20th of March.
Lights out.
Longest reigning women's Raw champion.
We put Alexa
Please.
Bliss.
They put Alexa Bliss.
Alexa
What did you
Bliss.
put?
I put Nikki Bella.
I'm sorry, it's Alexa
Yeah.
Bliss. It's the
Yeah.
token question. that
And the
Ollie can't
second one, I
complain
put John Cena because you
bae.
know, second turn.
My bae.
And second one
Charlotte.
for 3 points. Sorry, for 5 points was Charlotte.
Yes. Look at that. So right there.
Lord, didn't they?
Right there. We got.
Why do I feel like the more the Kai
think
loses,
you
the more
got a lot,
likely you're going to have to unplug this show from your network?
Right. So
All of a sudden, this recording goes
I'm
missing.
just adding up the scores to give you.
I do feel like we've got an unfair advantage.
Well,
No. 300% of the.
I mean, you do spreadsheets for fun, and you run the
Right.
show. So it's
Stay in
like,
second. Remember
this scores
right, never mind. We don't.
in first place with 30 points. It's Mr. Ollie Spring.
Team Figure 4 Radio, yeah.
Has this become a tag team swap?
In last place with 4 points, it's Mr. Carl Brand.
4? 5. Oh. Come on.
4 points.
Yeah, it's 4.
And in second place with 26 after a perfect 10 round, it's Lewis and Teach.
Team Rat, yeah, but only 2 people at the table know the rag.
That's fine.
Right.
None of your team know the rag story.
At the start of this quiz, you all selected envelopes that Ollie thinks I'm double bluffing about. Now this is for round 5, but before you open them, Ollie, okay. Ollie, do you want to swap?
No, I was gonna say, because if you really have played me, then you deserve to own me on this.
Play you. No.
So out of Nick, Matt, and Cody, I got the chance to pick first, and
Don't open it yet.
I picked Cody.
Do you want,
I
Mr. Carl
realised-
Brand, do you want to swap?
No, I'm good.
I realised Scott
Teach,
might be
would
playing.
you like to swap?
No, I like Nick Jackson. I'm cool. with
Right. Okay. As you rightly identified, each of the envelopes has a member of the Bullet Club on it.
Yeah.
But more importantly, there are the 3 members of the Bullet Club who announced that they are going all in for an event later on this year.
Oh yeah.
This is your chance to go all in. So each envelope has a question on it.
that. You're a bit late.
AKA the balls deep round.
So wait, Kai gets to go first, but let me just quickly explain the rules. Kai can pick one of the other members or team to go all in against, and you can decide whether to answer the question yourself or get them to answer it.
Why is that always
If
an
you
all or
get it-
nothing question in your quizzes, Scott?
I like
Because
it,
all
that's
in is
suspense.
relevant to wrestling. It's a big thing at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with
This is
you.
a wrestling podcast. Yeah.
Oh man.
So, if you get to read the question, you read the question out loud. You then decide if you want to answer it yourself, and if you get it right, you double your points
Right.
to 8. or you can go all in and challenge someone else to answer the question. And if they get it wrong, you get all of their points, which will actually put you in the lead. Or join first if you pick T. So, do you want to read the question and
I'll
decide?
read the question.
Let's just take down Ollie. Fuck him.
Go on. Read the question. If you can't read my writing, I'll read it for you.
Yeah, read it. Fuck me.
Do you need your glasses? Right. In 1992, Paul Van Dale was beaten by Razor Ramon in Razor's 8th WWF match. Who is Paul Van Dale related to on the current roster?
Do you know the answer?
Of course he knows the answer.
Do you know the answer?
Maybe.
Kai, are you going to answer the question and
he's
double your
gonna-
points,
he's
or are you going
gonna
to go
Fuck,
all in?
am I going to let
against
these
Ollie?
guys bloody win?
Okay, Ollie, you are all in with all of your points on the line. Oh dear.
So Paul Van
Is
Dale.
that, was your, do you want you answer the
Can I have
question?
the
or not?
question a second time, please?
In 1992, Paul Van Dale was beaten by Razor Ramon Ollie, is he trying to use his phone
It's in my pocket.
in his
It's in my
8th
pocket.
WWF match? Who is Paul Van Dale related to on the current roster?
You know, it's going to say something like Xavier Woods, don't you?
I'm giving Kai 34 points now because you're not answering.
I'm going to go for... I don't fucking know. It could be anybody, couldn't it?
Well, it could. That's the
Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss.
It's
everyone else.
incorrect. Ollie, you now have 0 points. Kai Brand is in the lead with 34 points.
Yeah, but
Can I guess what it is?
we're 8 points behind, right?
You're-
Guess who it is after looking at your phone?
yeah. For a bonus, just to give you a chance to get some points back, Ollie. For a bonus point, does anyone know that answer?
Carmella.
It is Carmel.
He just knows his fucking phone.
But I'm not giving him a point for that.
Motherfucker.
Right, so, who wants to go next?
I guess we'll go next. Cool.
Tej. Ollie does not look happy, ladies and
This
gentlemen.
happens all the fucking time with your quizzes. I'm in the lead. You say some bullshit.
Can I,
at me, and then I come last.
before you read it out, can I just address Ollie's complaint? You do realise that by going last, you can pick the person with the most points and still win the quiz by going all in against them.
Well,
You're the bloody master and you couldn't figure out that step of logic.
No, I'm just used
If
to
I
being
go
screwed-
first, I could also go
I'm
last.
used to being screwed over by Scott. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so that. Okay.
Right, go for it, Tej.
On the music single "Gracie Doesn't Care" by Scott Blackledge, featuring vocals by Ollie and Kai, there is a wrestling catchphrase on the cover. What is that catchphrase? This implies I've listened to it.
No, it
Or
doesn't.
seen the cover.
Or seen the cover. But okay, so and the first question: where can you buy the single?
Whoa, hang on. He's saying
Okay.
you've not heard of this fantastic single by me.
I'm afraid not. I know you're a musician.
Points.
I know you're a musician.
You're right, Ollie. I'm going to minus points if you don't get this right.
Oh, cool. Hey Ollie, do you want to answer this, buddy?
Hang on a second. So,
I've got
just
no points to take. so,
read the
you
question
know.
slowly so everyone can hear it, and then decide who
On
you
the
want to ask.
music single "Gracie Doesn't Care" by Scott Blackledge, featuring guest vocals by Ollie and Kai, there is a wrestling catchphrase on the cover. What is that catchphrase?
Are you going to answer this question? Anyone on your
Fuck
team
no.
going to answer this
Fuck
question?
no. It's going to Mr. Kai Brand.
I've looked at the cover and everything.
I have.
Do you know what?
You're on the.
This will be the most awkward post-podcast talk if he doesn't get his own single cover.
You sent. You
It's mine. It's my single, but he's on it.
Yeah, but you're on it though.
No. I know it's got a gun.
Brand, it has got a gun,
I can't remember what gun it is. M5?
and it's got a flag on it as
It's
well.
got a flag, an American flag.
Yep. That's all you really need to know to work it out.
We're gonna fucking make. He's giving.
I don't know.
You don't know the question?
No, I don't.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, you gave him a gun and a flag, so do we get?
So currently in the lead is Lewis's team with 60 points.
That's unfortunate.
Everyone else has 0, but just to give Ollie a chance to
Yeah,
In my
redeem himself.
defence, you sent us the file in a direct message.
That is true.
So I only listened to that part.
I've got an answer for
Wait for it, wait for it. That's a bonus question. So you're not going to answer that.
I don't know. I've never seen the cover. I've listened to the song.
I'm giving you a massive clue. We, the people, is correct. It is the correct answer. There's a bit on there that says, we the fuck off. Go into
I am calling bullshit.
Tej, would you like to read the bonus question?
Yes. Where can you buy this single?
Well, anybody got any ideas?
He's on his phone
You
again.
get 1 point for each answer. You can
Because I
redeem
was
some
going to
points.
say in the back
iTunes.
of,
Correct.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Basically, search for it. You can buy it.
Spotify.
Yes.
Spotify.
See, I was-
Mixcloud.
Yeah,
I was just going to say in the back of Ollie's trunk, like when he sets up after a
Yes.
show, he's like, "Do you want to buy a CD?"
I love the fact that he's not getting any points. No.
Sainsbury's if I go in there and flog it.
Cash converters on a Sunday.
Last podcast we did,
Outside
I
the
sang,
ballroom at
I
Progress
sang the
Show.
song. I should get bonus points.
Right,
for
so
that.
now the revised total is Lewis and team have 62.
Oh, that's unfortunate for you.
Kai has 3 points for naming
He's gone down.
Redemption, which is really bad. You just had to name any online retailer and you would have got a point.
Fellas, can you hear that sound? It's the sound of the finger pointer being taken off Figure 4 Radio's
Did
network.
anyone say Amazon Music?
It's too late now.
Is it
But
on
yeah,
We
it's on
did it.
Amazon.
Yes. Someone.
I don't know.
Okay, right, the last question, Mr. Ollie Spring.
Whose jacket was Ronda Rousey wearing at the Royal Rumble?
Wait for it.
And who lent it to her? Both names needed.
Names needed.
So
Right, let me just quickly rehash the scores.
I'm on.
You're on 0.
Hey, Brett.
I'm so glad you came.
Right. Whereas we the people on there.
Look on the writing on the bit on the gun. Kai Brand has just proved that the answer is correct.
Are you serious?
What?
Even if I'd have studied that picture, I
missed
wouldn't have
that.
seen that.
He's just got my single up and trying to find it on the cover. And he said,
actually really
Well, obviously, when I then answered it, I was actually going to go with something different, like oh, you didn't know.
I know.
That's the only thing that came into my mind when I read the question.
I know one half of the answer with Ron Rousey. The problem is I don't know the name of the character.
So
Ollie is on 0 points, which means if he answers the question, he gets nothing because he can't double zero. If you pass it to Mr. Kai Brand, you can get 3 points and you'll come in second, which means you do get a prize.
Or I can try.
Or you can try and steal all of Lewis.
Triple tag team. I'm going to throw it over to them.
I want to be very clear.
Both
I
names.
want both of the names. So whose jacket did Ronda Rousey wear at the Royal Rumble this year, and who lent it to her? You have to have the name.
I only know one half of the name.
We talked about this on Register
I know whose jacket it was.
I know, yeah. I'm trying to think if it's their wife that lent it to them, and I can't remember exactly who lent it to them.
Go for it.
Well, I
I
know
just
the
want to say,
jacket's-
I really want you to get this right just to piss Ollie off.
Well, I know that the jacket was lent by Roddy Piper because it was from his character in the film.
It is Roddy Piper's jacket.
But I
yes.
don't know if it was his wife or if it was someone in particular. I know that the name that's on top of my head who lent it to him. Part of me says it was his wife or someone from his family.
That's not a name though, is it?
No, but that's what they're going for, right?
Yes, but that's still not a name.
No.
Or it might be in the movie studio. Though. I'm almost certain it was like.
I'm only going to give you 5 seconds here.
Chris.
Dick.
Chris, anything?
Dick. Chris, I've got Dick.
Well,
fuck! What if his
Ollie
name was
Spring
Dick?
has just
What if his name
stolen
was Dick?
62 points from TGT.
Who was it? That lent it to?
It was Roddy Piper's son,
Oh, his son, and I said
Colt
his wife.
Tombs.
Yeah, no, I would never have gotten that. Never would have gotten that.
If
Tombs.
his name was Dick, I would have literally just.
Did you at least know it was Roddy Piper?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to back up. He does know the answer because I told him it when we were discussing it in our Facebook chat group because he didn't recognise the jacket.
I thought it was.
That is true.
That is
You're a
also-
bag of dicks.
So in a shocking turn of events, we
So after
last we don't get none of the.
let us just reveal the results
We
in
nominated.
this quiz. So, in last place, the team with 3 people and 0 points.
Yes! I wouldn't want it any other way. We need to be here.
Go home with shame and no gold. Half his team have just left in disgust.
A third.
Coming in second. Fuck you, Mr. Kai Brand. You get this fantastic silver medal made of real silver chocolate.
We lost.
Oh,
Thank you.
coming in first, the man whose ego is now pushing everybody out of the room. It's Mr. Ollie Spring.
Out of interest, for the man who's just joined us, Kai, did you know who lent the jacket, Ronda Rousey's jacket, to her for the Rumble? Do you know who actually lent it to her?
Yeah, it's my uncle.
It was your uncle.
Where the fuck were you 5 minutes ago?
And that brings us to a close. That brings us to a close on the first Wrestle Quiz of 2018. Ollie is wearing the gold medal. He's suddenly quite smug again after constantly complaining.
It's a wrong.
So glad I'm doing half a show with you today.
Bullshit. It's always an emotional
And
roller coaster.
miraculously, Lewis has now taken on Ollie's persona of complaining about the score.
I have passed the torch.
Hang on a minute, you not seen a resemblance here? Or it's just me?
Before we go,
Had a son.
Lewis, thank you very much for entering the contest and covering for Tej on short notice.
Thank you, Lewis.
I would like to give you a 4-point bonus for being here, which suddenly puts you in second. Hey, Lewis, have you got anything to promote?
Yeah, me.
Me!
Watch me wrestle whenever I end up getting a booking here at some point.
Tej!
So sad.
Damn it!
Rewind.
I'm going to stare Kai in the face while I just
Sorry.
I do on this. Look at me.
Yeah, March the 3rd, DOA, Yarmageddon,
10.
10.
I'd just like to say Tej has put on the second place medal, but Tej has no points. It was Lewis that got the 4 points. To come in
I'm
second.
claiming it for my team. It was Team Tej, was it not?
No,
chocolate.
Lewis got it
Split it in
because you
half.
weren't here.
I will split it in half a week. Okay, let's do that. It's actually chocolate. It's chocolate. I can't have it. That's bullshit.
Tej,
Yes.
would you? I'll go back to my introductory question. Would you like to introduce a finger pot of doom? Tell us about it. Where can we find it?
Where can Leo?
where can you find
on
it?
the next episode?
Yeah, well, you can find it at this thing called Figure 4 Radio. Actually,
Not anymore.
It's meant to be a weekly podcast. I don't know what the schedule's going to look like for February, but there's about 5 episodes out at the moment. It's just generally, I wanted to try and tackle the idea of a podcast where people just sit down and there's no real direction. It's sort of a Brands Warfare thing.
We said we were but let me ask you one other question.
Sure.
So, with regards to commentary, what dates can we look forward to carrying Ollie Spring?
Today, February 4th, Sacrifice. February 18th, Wrestling League. We're going to be down there for Harpenny Havoc. February 24th, and Hope Future, which is a big Flipstone. And you can go fuck yourself, Ollie.
You don't even know what that is!
I know enough.
You don't know what that is!
And so we're a few different places at the moment. Really, really cool to be around. So the next one is today, and then after that, Wrestling League.
Mr. Brand, have you got anything to promote?
I'm going to promote a brand new series for Figure 4 Radio. It's called TJ's Toy Box.
Go on!
No, almost
He's
live.
going, well, if it's got me in it, it's got to be good.
Just the fact it's got toy box attached makes me very worried about the implications.
With a dick. Anal.
With a dick pointing towards my name.
Almost Live is on mixcloud.com/Figure 4 Radio. That's also on our website, it's figure4radio.weebly.com. Obviously, all of our other stuff, like the real TJ's Figure Pod Doom called Warfare. Also, there is a brand new series, or not brand new series, an old series called Sharpshooting, or kind of Sharpshooter, which is similar to kind of what the Finger Pod are doing.
Hang on, let's rewind for a second. Wasn't it like about 3 weeks ago you were like, can we do a simulcast and Brad's off for Finger Pod do? I'd really enjoy that.
Yeah, it's content for us, it's less work for us to do.
Oh, I see. You were just using me.
When you say us?
Him! What Ollie does, and of course, In the Ring, I produce it every Wednesday from 6 to 7 on a little show called Bradley Stoke Radio, and the presenter is
BSR.
And I would like to promote my single, Gracie Doesn't Care, available on all online platforms. And it does, please buy it, have a look at the cover.
Listeners does it.
And it does actually say We the People on the cover.
I'm going to go listen to it after this.
Like me on Facebook, it's Scott Blackledge Music, and as always, the winner gets the last word.
Sounds so
And the winner is the fans. So thank you for listening. Bye. Ollie, go for it.
I've got shit to plug. So have we done Facebook and Twitter and...
I have not. I was leaving up to you.
At F4R, at F4R_Mastermind for me, at Figure 4 Radio for everybody else. Well, you did the website, you said Figure 4
Yeah,
Radio.
figure4radio.weebly.com.
Now, Lewis. Everyone else except Lewis.
No, it's in the Figure 4 team. I have my one, but Kai doesn't have his own Figure 4 Twitter and Instagram.
Not my figure, yeah.
It's kind of Luke's thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can catch me doing commentary. Now, we will be at Wrestling League. However, I'm hoping that by the time this comes out, I'm allowed to announce that I will be at RCWA on the 17th of February.
And if you're not allowed to announce it,
Then sorry Ash. That actually breaks one. That's 1/4 of my 2018 goals done.
Nice one, dude.
I wanted to debut for one new promotion that wasn't Hope. Hope Future didn't count. So yeah, that's me done for that. And then there'll be DOA on the 24th. Lewis, you're not at that one, are you? Well, you might be there. But
Oh, that's just cruel.
it's the.
You've got that one
either.
I got a booking.
Yeah.
You haven't.
I'm not entirely sure if I'm there.
Okay, but then 3rd of March we'll be in Yarmouth. Lewis will be taking on.
No idea because I've asked Alec and he hasn't told me.
I think you told me, but I can't remember who it is.
Tell me if you can remember.
It'll be a 60-minute Ironman match with Twister.
Ooh.
Saki P on March the 8th. Then we've got Hope Future on the 23rd of March. Exposure, Kai, you and me, 25th.
Oh shit, yeah.
25th of March. Don't forget about that.
Now you're going to pick me up.
Yeah, I am. Then DOA on the 31st. Lots coming up, lots of cool promotions, so check out every single one of those. And thank you to Mr. Draven for inviting me to RCWA family.
I am the new intergender world champion.
How many times? Can I see your iTunes? To see how many times that has been played? What's that? That was an old thing.
Ollie's intergender world champion.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I've seen the My Chemical Romance cosplay, I believe it.
Oh man. Anyway, we'll see you next week, folks, on Figure 4 Radio.
Bye.
Cock.